today, I wanted to propose some ideas I had to make Thor feel like the God of Thunder that he's meant to be. I want to split these concepts into two main ideas. One where we're putting the right click back onto the Thor force and putting it back on that 2-second cooldown, and one where we aren't. Firstly, if we want to put it back on the Thor force, I want to move the damage right back up to 100. That is what made that ability so enticing to use, was the fact that you could quickly throw it in into your melee weaves, allowing you to do a 100 damage burst very quickly, allowing you to burst down very squishy targets, as well as doing a surmountable damage to tanks. As well as having the damage increase, I would also like to add a new effect to the ability, and that is to call down a lightning strike if it hits a target. If it misses a target, just have it return back to Thor, but if it successfully hits the target, I would like for a maybe 35 or 40 damage lightning bolt to strike down from the sky and hit the affecting target, as well as applying a slight stun to them. I feel like this would add a little bit more uniqueness to Thor's kit, as well as making it more rewarding to actually hit longer range targets. Maybe add a range effect where if it's within maybe 5 meters, it doesn't add the effect, but anything beyond that adds that lightning bolt, allowing players to have a little bit more skill expression in their gameplay. Say, if I'm watching someone run away and I can't chase them down, I throw my hammer and I hit the direct, I not only do the 100 damage from the base hammer hit, but I also do an additional 35 or 40 damage from the lightning bolt, as well as a slight stun, allowing me to catch up to them. I feel like that would be a lot more rewarding to play with, and maybe a little bit more fair to play against, given the fact that it's somewhat difficult to hit that longer range hammer throw. Now, if we want to keep his right click disconnected from the Thor force and on his own separate cooldown, I would like to see the cooldown actually reduced to 5 seconds, allowing just a slight bit more uptime, and as well as allowing it to do a little bit more damage. I think 65 damage for throwing Mjolnir is a little bit ridiculous. I understand that the melee characters have to be weak for balancing purposes, but I mean, come on, it's the God of Thunder, he's throwing his fucking magic hammer. Let him do some damage with it. As well as doing additional damage, I would like to see a direct hit with this ability do a little bit more of an area of effect damage. Kind of like my lightning concept for my first ability, but more, instead of adding a stun and having more damage, having it just do like a lightning blast or a lightning outburst from the hammer, adding to more of a brawl potential with this ability. Thor really struggles in brawl right now because all the other brawl tanks, they have a way to deal either area of effect damage, or they are Emma Frost and they're just the best brawler in the game. So having Thor have a little bit more of an AoE ability with his right click, maybe not the most damaging ability, but just that damage potential, would allow him to not only charge his ultimate faster, but also just give him more of a pressuring ability to make him feel like more of a threat on the front line. Also, follow me or else I'm going to touch you.